Well, this is number 113 videos. I have a fairly good vocabulary, and sometimes the words I use are appropriately used. On occasion, they're not. Webster, it could be my memory, but well, my family's never had a good memory, none of us, which is a good thing. Quite obviously, I haven't hit the shower yet. I watched a video. It might have been in July, and it said this is number 20. And I spoke to my oldest boy the other night, and I said, this is kind of going to be a shock for you. He said, what's that? I said, well, anything I say to my son is kind of either one of my sons. It's usually a shock to them. I said, this is my, 90th or 100 or something video. And he said, you gotta be kidding. Well, he doesn't watch my stuff. My family, none of them watch my stuff. And I said, I have 400 and some odd subscribers. He said, the last time I looked, you had 4. Oh, I thought he might watch something. Oh, well, he probably does, but just not my stuff. Anyways. Sitting out on the deck, trying to make sure that my breathing isn't done too easily. It's rather interesting. I have 3 sisters. My dad, well, he's passed. I think the only ones in my immediate family, that would be my mom and my dad, both are passed. My 3 sisters, thank God. Thank God that I have 3 sisters. They don't watch my stuff either. But they'll still call me every week. And they actually love me. They're church-going people. They're not hypocrites. But they do go to church. And they do honor God. And I honor them. Because I know how they live. I know the intent of their heart. Which brings up the subject that was suggested to me shortly after I lit my last cigarette. That was the question, you want to do another video? I said, of course. I said, don't know what to talk about. He said, talk about your heart. I said, I think I've already done that a couple of times. Introspection 1, introspection 2. Well, every time I open my mouth, it's quite often. So, this is 113. Oh, by the way, I rewatched the video, so if I'm going to do 3 or 4, 12 in a day, that means I watch the blessed thing if there's a question. I've gotten to the place I just finished the video and I post it. And a little machine here tells me if I'm crossing any lines. Think I'd ever cross a line that well, probably I would. Last video I started to say to my sons and I, we work together. I can just about do a video on the video that I just finished listing the things I forgot to say. But anyways, I used to have a health program, and this is how I would do it. And I would buy 3 cups of Tim Hortons coffee, double. I like double. I drink black at home, children, out of a Tim Hortons coffee pot. I just broke the bloody carafe. Which fundamentally means the pot into which the coffee flows through the Tim Hortons coffee cup coffee maker. And a little disenchanted about that. See this? Okay. I don't know what that is. Oh, dear Lord God in heaven. What good is a coffee cup that has a leak in the bottom? Anyways, I would buy 3 cups of coffee in the morning, and if someone were when we were working together, my boys and I, my nieces and nephews, well, it was a family business because, well, no one else in the world worked as hard as we did. We do. And so I've had the privilege and the honor, well, on a couple of occasions, we'd hire someone else, and they wouldn't last but a couple of years, and they'd be gone, and that sort of crap. But I would buy maybe 3 more cups of coffee going home. Well, that's not counting. We had to have coffee at lunch. And but I didn't eat anything until supper. Really a great idea. And hey, bodybuilder, you who first called me Cowboy Jim, hey, I just had my potassium. 4 liters of water. Well, I'm up to 2. And 1 potassium pill a day. Oh, and all my other stuff, the heart medication and stuff, which is only a few pills. Anyways, I told my boys one day when I went to work, I said, day's coming. This is about 20 plus years ago. I said, the day's coming when Tim Hortons is going to wake up and realize that the best tasting coffee they have is a cold double right out of the fridge. You see, I'd buy 3 on the way home. 1 I'd drink on the way home, 1 I would drink at supper time, and 1 I would put in the fridge for morning. And one day I thought, I wonder what that stuff tastes like. And I shook it up, which is, you have to do that pretty careful. And dear Lord, that cold double was the best tasting coffee I'd ever had. So I told my sons, I said, the day's coming when Tim Hortons is going to realize that a cold double is probably the best product they have on the market. My son said, you're crazy. I said, I'm perhaps. But in this instance, I said, it is, bar none, the best coffee. And crap, 10 minutes. I haven't said anything. Listen. Subject matter that was suggested to me out there while I was smoking had nothing to do with quitting smoking. It had to do with talking about my heart. Because my God wants to talk to you about your heart. Where is your heart? I've studied my heart. Well, I haven't come to any conclusive. Oh, shoot. Wrong choice of word. Conclusion. I was trying to incorporate it. Where is your heart? What is it about your heart that gives you the desire to get up in the morning, see what you can do? What stirs your heart? What's your inspiration? Do you have inspiration? What do you hope to attain from the living of your life? You're in absolute control of the living of your life. That bodybuilder woman, she said, your happiness has to come from within. I agreed. But it is influenced, if only in a nominal sense, but it is influenced from an external standpoint. But let's get back to your heart and mind. Introspection 1, introspection 2. Take a look. I kind of tried to delineate where my heart was coming from. I tried, not so much to show you where it was coming from, but to understand myself where my heart was. What the purpose of my getting up in the morning? Well, it's sure not just to sit here. Well, actually, it could just be to sit here and could be to sit here and reach out and, sorry, it's not shiny. Reach out and touch your heart. You see, that's what I've always tried to do throughout my whole life, is to reach out and touch somebody's heart. Well, apparently we have 500 and some odd subscribers right now, and 113 videos. I think this is 113. Boy, I tell you, I love that number 13. My oldest boy was born on Friday the 13th of December, 1974. I don't believe in luck. Vaporous. It's like most of the things I've done in my life. It's with great heart, great care, great concern. My father and I, we had an interesting discussion on the Do you think it's more important what people think of you than what He as God knows about you? Well, I guess that's just a natural follow through to where we're here today. That last video was about 27 minutes ago. Where is your heart? What is the desire of your heart? Is your heart large enough that you can reach out and care for those who are around about you? Is your heart functional enough that you don't live in fear? This is the real heart. Fear of it stopping. If it were to stop, as mine, I had a massive heart attack. 18 years ago. Best thing ever happened. My doctor said, best thing, Jim, could have ever happened to you. He said, most people, he said, actually, 1 out of every 3 people, when they have a heart attack, they just die. But he said, he said, we have a chance to help you change your lifestyle. Oh, that meant eating before supper. And it meant medicating a little. Like I take blood pressure pills. Oh, my blood pressure's right up there, 118/80. And I asked a doctor, I said, I'm 72. I said, over in Ireland there, they make these little blue pills. And I said, I don't have any need at all for them, but because I haven't even been on a date. Well, like I said, I haven't kissed a woman. I haven't held a woman's hand since so long. But I thought, perhaps at 72, perhaps I should support my fellow Irishmen. And so I asked my doctor, I said, could you give me some testosterone? I said, like androgel or something. And he said, well, why don't you try Viagra or Cialis? I said, well, I don't have a clue. I didn't tell him I was interested in acquiring some for immediate use. And, that requires, for me, taking my heart and falling madly in love with a lady. And, madly in love, which I've done. I haven't needed the blue pills yet. I haven't even held her hand and probably never will. I hope I do. Get to hold her hand as a friend, if nothing else. But anyways, I said to the doctor, I said, do you think I'm healthy enough for those little blue pills to help support my Irish brothers over there? He just looked at me and he said, you're kidding. He said, how many boxes do you want? I said, well, how many boxes do you think I need? He said, I don't think you need any. But he said, well, prescriptions generate dollars. I have a drawer. Dear Lord in heaven, for something I don't get to use, I sure have a lot of them little boxes in that little drawer over there. Oh, perhaps one day, someday, who knows? Where's your heart? I know where mine is. my God keeps pretty good track of where my heart is, and He is not afraid of correcting this old Irishman. I mean, yeah, yeah. You're the only one in authority over your heart. Well, unless you give that heart to another, or you give that heart, because it's your heart to give, in a belief system toward God, not religion. You know where I'm on that. I'm just asking because I care. Where is your heart? What stirs your heart? Your compassion? The bodybuilder, she'd say, your heart should be self-sustaining. It should not require external influence. Who am I to argue with that woman? Good Lord. Not me. People don't understand me that well. I'm not sure that people will understand you if you don't understand yourself. So, think about this, would you please? 22 minutes. I'll try to tighten this up a bit next one. I hope I get to breathe between this one and the next one. I wondered for a while if I could make 100 by Christmas. I'm thinking I'm going to shoot for 200 for this Christmas 2021. Might as well. Please think about your heart, where you and your heart are. I hope that you are as passionate about your compassion for others as I truly am, because I truly am. God bless you. Okay? Introspection 1, introspection 2. I think the second one was better. Number 2. God bless you. Think about your heart. Well, think about my father, yes, but establish where you and your heart are in this life. God bless.